Is there a guest till now you have really wanted but
Shah Rukh Khan. I answer that question even without. I'm not as lucky as all of you.
Was there ever a conversation when you shot, you thought that isko censor karna padega?
Tiger. I told him this in the show. I said your PR machinery will have to work overtime. The next episode is Tiger. It may be dropping. Shahid, I sent the whole episode. There was no edits. People are very brave about talking when they're not offending anyone. He had a very valid point. He's like, I'm not offending anyone. I'm talking about my own journey.
Katrina Kaif.
Best person to work with on set to stay fit and to stay healthy. There's nobody like her. Nobody knows her health food more than Katrina Kaif. And nobody knows his exercises better than Akshay. We were shooting for Singer's King and we were staying in this Q1 towers, and that was a 70-story building back then. We used to climb 70 floors as a way of exercise.
Aishwarya Rai.
She has like this old school discipline on a film set. Like there'll be no complaints about, you know, if there are some delays or something else. Very well rehearsed, very well. Like, you know, and you're like looking at her and like, agar Aishwarya Rai dance rehearsal kar rahi to tum ho kaun? To jaake khade ho jao side mein, tum bhi karo.
Did you ever happen to interview Irrfan Khan?
I did work with him, and unfortunately no. And it would have been like so wonderful to like have a chat with him. You know, sometimes you see him and you're like, how is it possible for someone to switch it up so quickly, you know?
Hi guys, this is Ankita. You're tuned to Bollywood Bubble, and today I think I am in the opposite seat and Neha Dhupia is going to be caught off guard. Because no filters, it's for Neha this time.
Well, let's see. I'm waiting to be caught off guard. I have a feeling many times in this interview I'll say, no, but yeah. I have a feeling, yeah.
But welcome back to the seasons of interviews, from the conversations you have been doing. How long this journey has been going on for you?
I mean, we're in our sixth season.
Sixth season, yes.
Yeah. So it's been 6 years plus. We did take like 2 years off in the middle because, you know, and we also during lockdown, we had a lockdown season.
Yes.
And we shot from home. It was called No Filter Neha, at home or from home. एंड वहाँ पे भी मुझे याद है हम अपना आईपैड लैपटॉप लेके अपना खुद कैमरा फिक्स करके लोगों के घर में माइक दे के हम लोग अपना इंटरव्यू कर रहे थे. सो आई हैव टू से दैट इट्स बीन प्रीटी अनस्टॉपेबल एंड नाउ वी आर ऑन वीडियो and you're going to watch us on GeoTV and GTV Plus. So we're very excited. You can't actually do anything without, you know, it's the sum total of your teams coming together, the celebs coming forward, the conversations you have, and most importantly, viewers. So अगर you know, आप सब हमारा शो नहीं देखेंगे तो मतलब हम कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे. And going into season 6 is definitely like, you know, somewhere I know that it's been more than half a decade and we have your stamp of approval.
What exactly started No Filter Neha? The name in itself is candid enough. But what was the first time you realized that, okay, I have to be on the other side?
No, but generally, like, it started off, and one of the founders of Jio7, his name is Rishi Malhotra, and that time it started off as a podcast.
Yes.
And we were just standing literally at this valet parking, and it seems like another lifetime, but it's true. And then we were waiting. His car also took long to come. Mine also took long to come. We were there with some other friends, and suddenly it was like, why don't you, you know, we were chatting, and he's like, you're so interesting, and you ask so many questions, and you have a lot of energy. Why don't you have a show of your own? And I was like, really, that's what it takes? And then I was just like, you know, I need to be in candid conversations with really famous friends of mine, and that'll make for great conversation. So क्या होता है ना, most of the time जब हम बात करते हैं या फिर conversation में होते हैं, हमेशा ये चीज़ में फिल्मों के बारे में आप सब पूछ ही लेते हैं. You know, उनके जो experiences हैं या जो film set के बारे में आप सब पूछते हैं. It's not controversies we don't want to get into. We just want to have fun. So, you know, we just want to break away from the clutter of the conversations that already exist, which are great conversations, because the truth is we also feed off them.
Exactly.
जो कुछ आप पूछते हैं कहीं पे हम लोगों को एक एक्स्ट्रा सवाल दिखाई दे जाता है और you know सब चीज़ों का फायदा उठाते हुए हम बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं.
The first one to say that on camera.
Yeah, why? What's wrong?
Pretty candid admission, I would say. Yeah,
I mean, you know, that's the truth.
But is it difficult to put together a show where you have celebrity friends and get their dates aligned? Because there was a time when you were also doing the combinations, like two of them together.
No, we actually had never had a combination.
Did you ever like try that?
इतना बड़ा पंगा हम नहीं लेंगे. दो celebrities को एक साथ लाने के लिए,
impossible.
Yeah, it's like I don't have the muscle to get, like, say, you know, we had Vicky's date and Kareena's date. I'll have to have a magical wand to get both of them together on the same day. और कई दिन होता है आप पूरे 3 महीना उनको बोलते रहो date, and then you'll book the studio और तीन लोगों की इस season में we waited 3 months and then finally on the same day we had 3 celebs. So we were like, this can't be true. Like how are we going to manage? But then they're so nice. Like people even change dates. We keep telling them कि इस date पे ये आ रहा है, can you do this and all. I mean, forget that. Like I've even like cold called people, DM'd people, and they've said yes. Vicky's come with a broken arm, like not broken, but he's injured really badly. So he's come with that. So you know, if they're there for you, they're just there for you. I mean, and it goes beyond a talk show. It's friendship. He knows कि मेरा season खत्म हो रहा था, and he just it's like, नहीं यार, तूने मेरे को बोला हुआ है कि 20 फरवरी को तेरा season खत्म हो रहा है, मैं उसके पहले आ जाऊँगा. Yeah.
What was the most hilarious pitch or the call you had to make anyone across the 6 seasons? Ki let's do a shoot again.
No, my pitch is not hilarious at all. Actually, I take my show very seriously.
I mean, the response you must have got because you're friends, as you have said. Some people they.
No, I don't think the response is such, but I think वो खेला हो जाता है जब respond करते ही नहीं है. So I feel like those are the tough ones, but then it's okay. I mean, they're very rare. Like it's 1%. जब वो respond नहीं करते, and I'm like, okay. But I don't hold any grudges against anyone. I don't get upset if somebody doesn't have the time. There are people who are like, you know, if they also give you a timeline कि Feb नहीं तो March में अगर करना है, or then 6 months later after you finished your season they'll see you and they'll be like, oh यार तेरा show करना था. I'm like, yeah right, check your WhatsApp. So you know, but people are very nice. Yeah, I'm very friendly with them. Like I don't have any, how do I say this, that
you don't hold grudges.
क्या इस बार नहीं तो अगली बार आ जाएंगे, अगली बार नहीं तो उसके बाद आ जाएंगे, उसके बाद नहीं तो उसके बाद आ जाएंगे. अगर 10वां सीजन तक हम पहुंचे तो शायद पक्का ही सब आ जाएंगे. Yeah, so yeah, we need to get there.
Is there a guest till now you have really wanted but
Shah Rukh Khan. I answer that question even without. I'm not as lucky as all of you are. I haven't.
No, we are not as lucky.
I've been in conversation with him. I've been on stage with him and I've spoken to him. He hasn't been on my show, but one day I'm putting it out in the universe. He has to come.
Please call us on the shoot. We'll stand there, stand by and watch.
He has to come one day or the other. I'm going to will it.
That's going to be one conversation. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's no one like him.
There's no.
Not to say I don't love and respect all my other friends.
Yeah, but there's something about.
Because I know, like, you know, I know what it's like to be like upfront and close in conversation with him. I've had so many different, amazing conversations, and everything comes with reason, with humor, with logic. So valid, with intelligence, with you know knowledge, worldly wise. You know, his wisdom of the world. He's got he's got knowledge from reading, and it's everything.
Was there ever a conversation when you shot, you thought that isko censor karna padega because they are friends and you might end up talking so much that.
Yeah, this year, Tiger. I told him this in the show. I said, your PR machinery will have to work overtime. The next episode is Tiger. It may be dropping.
So you know there has to be some cut chops.
No, they have not. We'll send the episode to them. A lot of them, like Shahid, I sent the whole episode. There was no edits. No, people are very brave about talking when they're not offending anyone. He had a very valid point. He's like, I'm not offending anyone. I'm talking about my own journey. And he's spoken about his own journey in the most candid, honest way. In a way that even I didn't know, and I know Shahid for 26 years. So that counts for a lot.
If you had to swap chairs with someone and somebody in your very own show has to make a guest appearance and interview you for once, who should that person?
Like this season?
Or just say any season, if somebody has to swap one day of work with you, you have to be on the guest chair and somebody should be interviewing Neha.
So like who I want?
You would want
to be interviewed by?
Yeah.
The other talk show hosts, probably.
Not necessarily. You can name anyone. Anyone. And don't give me Karan Johar. No, I'm not accepting that one answer. No.
No. Karan didn't come this season because he was busy and he was, bound by different things, so he couldn't come. I don't know, but I think Karthik, because Karthik Aryan will have very twisted questions to ask me.
I was thinking you would say Kareena maybe because...
but she has a show of her own and you won't let me say that. I would love to say Kareena.
But no, I think I like Karthik answer in this respect because nobody would have thought Karthik has the choice to sit down and then get all those tricky answers and the questions rolling.
No, he's very chatty and he asks lots of questions. But yeah, Kareena also would be really nice because she has a show of her own.
Yeah.
I have been interviewed by her in the past. And Kareena has this ability of going from being very interested to then saying, now I'm done with your answer. Like she has a very clear, transparent face. So I think my interview bhi chota hoga Kareena ke saath.
She's like, ho gaya.
Ho gaya. Yeah.
So quickly, Neha, because this is all about Neha's unfiltered conversations. I'm going to give you some name of your co-stars you have worked with. You tell me any unfiltered fun fact, anecdote, whatever you want to share about them.
God, so lamba now these answers.
No, you can give quickly, even a one word also. I'll just throw out the names at your co-stars only.
Anecdote.
Anything, even like a small fun fact or whatever you want to share about them.
Okay, fine.
And even better if they have come as guests on your show, so you have more things to tell. Okay, the first one would be Vidya Balan from. You worked in Tumhari Sulu with her.
Yeah, she gave me a very sweet little angel. I still have it in my wallet. And then when we were working, and she was just like, keep this. It's too precious and everything is going to change. And so much changed in my life after working on Tumhari Sulu. I mean, professionally also, there was a lot of praise. And then personally also, I mean, I got married, I had kids. And every time I see Vidya, I'm like, somewhere the angel's working. So touch wood, yeah.
That's good one, touch wood. Katrina Kaif.
Best person to work with on set to stay fit and to stay healthy. There's nobody like her. Nobody knows her health food more than Katrina Kaif.
Wow.
Yeah.
Akshay Kumar.
Okay, I'm going to take that away. The health food, Katrina, and nobody knows his exercises better than Akshay. We were shooting for Singer's King and we were staying in this, I still remember this thing called Q1 Towers or some name like that at the Gold Coast. And that was a 70-story building back then. Ab to har jagah hoti hain. We used to climb 70 floors as a way of exercise. And people, whoever was getting tired would like, you know, go to different होता है ना those the landing होती है तो वहाँ पे like 50th floor. So if you cross 51st and you go to like floor 55 or something, then you're like अच्छा ठीक है अब तो ऊपर चढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. So we would go from the fire exit का the just stairs होती है ना वहाँ पे we would exercise and climb 70 floors every day after pack up.
Every day?
Yes. Every day or every alternate day, I can't remember. But there used to be like, you know, community exercising. Sometimes, you know, like there would be volleyball and sometimes there would be this, and Akshay would be the leader of the pack.
I can totally agree. Aishwarya Rai.
I love the fact that she has like this old school discipline on a film set. Like there'll be no complaints about, you know, if there are some delays or something else. Very well rehearsed, very well, like, you know, and you're like looking at her and like, agar Aishwarya Rai dance rehearsal kar rahi to tum ho kaun? To jaake khade ho jao side mein, tum bhi karo.
Karan Johar.
I mean, he's a really dear friend, but anecdote wise, yeah, I remember before my first recording, I was just like, you know, Karan, I'm also like going and recording after 2 years. What am I supposed to do? Why am I not feeling it? And then he like took time off and he warmed me up and he was just like this and go into this rhythm and start like this. First 2-3 interviews, I was just like, maybe I just need an icebreaker. So yeah, like he's very nice. Like he's just very safe to say that, you know, like if what you call a 4 a.m. friend, if you're ever stuck in life, you can just pick up the phone and be there. Like he's there for so many of us.
Everyone says the same, like for Karan, like always. Kareena.
Kareena and me are like really good friends, and it's just so long. Yeah, your questions. Like you're just giving one word, I'm giving kahanis for everything.
Because you have the stories to tell and we have the stories to hear from you.
She and I are really good friends. Our sons are like this, like super close. So we discuss like on WhatsApp, we could be discussing play dates to then like going on set and discussing life and going straight, like switching it up for a talk show. And then as soon as it's cut, we're like, okay, whatever is the teacher coming, what is it? So it's really sweet with her, like, and I'm very, very close to her.
Did you ever happen to interview Irrfan Khan when you did work with him briefly?
I did work with him, and unfortunately no, and it would have been like so wonderful to like have a chat with him. But I've the time that I did spend on set with him was just, it was such a great learning, and it was just, you know, sometimes you see him and you're like, how is it possible for someone to switch it up so quickly, you know? There was just, if you had to see an image of talent and collaboration, it was him.
Shahid.
Shahid I've known 26 years, and I say I have a huge sense of comfort with him. With him, I can just pick it up from where I dropped it. Like I messaged him, I was just like, Shahid, he's like, jaldi bol, I'm going for school annual day. What? I'm like, come on my show. Okay, done, bye. So it was just that, like it was just 1 second, like, you know, and you need to have that comfort with people. And I mean, he's so great, like, and he's so like collaborative to work with. So sometimes, you know, Shahid was on my earlier recordings, and I was also feeling like, you know, sometimes there's a fumble by recording 3 and 4, you've taken off. Like, बहुत कम गलतियाँ होती हैं, and you know how to handle it. But he was like, script छोड़, सब कुछ छोड़, बस बात कर मेरे से, and it was so easy to talk to him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hi everyone, this is Neha Dhupia, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble. Like, share, and subscribe.